Hello and welcome to the AQWorlds news, the AQ Infinity news, both of those games. Let's get into it. Okay, so some really concerning news first up for this week. Unity, the game engine that AQ Infinity will be running on, and a lot of indie games run on. There's a whole thread here of a bunch of developers pretty upset about this change, or which they're very valid concerns, all of these. Yeah, so Unity is going to be getting an update starting in January where they're adding a fee. You haven't seen this yet, that every time you install a Unity game, every time you install a Unity game on your system, it costs the dev money. Here's the fee structure in this image here. You can see that if you have a personal license for Unity, which most like really small devs will have, like if you're just like starting out, 20 cents per install. That is insane. You can see in this image that this dev has 12 million downloads, so if they paid 20 cents per download, it would be $5.6 million they owe Unity. So quite a bit. Now, there are some caveats to that. Like if your game is completely free, there's no fee. You have to make at least I think it's like 200,000. Then after that, there are some caveats to this, but at the end of the day, they're taking money from developers for installs, which is just absolutely insane. If you have the Unity Enterprise, it's 1 cent per install, which might not sound like a lot, 1 cent. But let's say your game's free and 100 people download your game and they don't buy anything. Now you owe Unity $1 and you didn't make $1. It just costs you money on server bills. You're already paying for the download servers. Now you're paying Unity $1 just for them installing your game. So this will really affect a game like AQ Infinity, where it's a free-to-play game. It will have a lesser effect on games that have like a price to buy it, right? But it'll still affect those games, especially if they go on sale, they're cheaper, stuff like that. In the future, and a lot of indie games use Unity, and a lot of indie games are usually cheaper, like smaller experiences. So yeah, it's just all in all pretty bad. Hopefully they revert this. I think there's already going to be some devs like doing a class action lawsuit against Unity, so we'll see how this ends up. But this will be going into effect in January, and it does affect legacy games, games that are already on Unity. So something like Genshin Impact, for example, runs on Unity. So, and if you don't think that they're not going to pass on these expenses to the consumer, they definitely are. It costs them more to operate their business. They're going to be asking more money from the players. So this is all in all bad. AE related, AQ3D runs on Unity. AQ Infinity will run on Unity. So yeah, just pretty terrible news. Hopefully some things change in the future. Before we move on to the next thing, one of the worst things about this is the fraud prevention. So let's say someone's like spam installing your thing on a bunch of different devices, like using a VM to like rapidly install on different devices, because they're not going to charge you for more than one install on the same device. But device, like it could be the same person that bought the game, but like say they swap out their hard drive. It's a new device now, technically. Like isn't actually, but there's no way to tell. But the fraud prevention for this is going to be done by Unity. And what is incentivizing them to actually do fraud prevention at all? Because they only make profit from having fraud. So you can see how there's a conflict of interest there by charging per install. A very big conflict of interest. Yeah, just all in all, really scummy, really weird thing for Unity to be doing. Also, just one more thing before we move on. There's all these devs like speaking out about this, but AE isn't for some reason. I tagged Aranx and Alina on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure they saw it. I don't know why. Like, it seems like free publicity. Like, a lot of like big devs like Call the Lamb, or like, I don't know why they're not like addressing this at all. They probably should be. It'd be good for getting eyes on AE in general, and it'd be good to call out what is pretty awful. Okay, on to actual AQWorlds art and stuff like that. So we got a frog outfit, which is pretty cute, and it's based on the panda one that we had last year around Christmas, which will actually be returning. I've actually been wearing it recently in game, so it's kind of funny to see this pop up. So yeah, nice little remake here of this item. It's not a recolor because things had to be adjusted, right? Like you had to, but you know, it's a modification of the other outfit. So yeah, pretty good. I don't know when this will be coming out, but I'll definitely pick it up when it's in game. What other animal would you like to see them make a hoodie out of? Tyronius' take on a pirate outfit for this year. Takes one of the previous monsters from AQWorlds and turns it into a pirate outfit, which is kind of a more unique shape with the shoulders and everything. So yeah, kind of good. It's pretty cluttered, but not too bad. I do like the cutlass or rapier, whatever that's supposed to be. So yeah, not too bad. All right, no shot I can pronounce whatever that is, but I'm gonna guess this guy's name's Alex. So yeah, it made a Lena navel, which is really cute. A lot of good details here, like the little gems, the colors, the way that colors are used. Yeah, I like a lot about this. I think it's really well done. So yeah, good work there. I'll leave this link in the description so you can go give the artist a follow, and yeah, check him out. I think this is the second ghost pirate armor we've seen so far this year, which is a lot for 1 year, but hey, Dino, straight from the graveyard. So that might be sort of a theme. There's a yokai theme for the Talk Like Pirate Day, which is happening on Friday. Talk Like Pirate Day, if you guys are unaware, that's pretty soon. And it'll be a couple week long event, so all this stuff won't be out tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but whatever. But yeah, so yeah, kind of cool. Like that, really like the hat on the male one. Hopefully there's a female version of that hat as well. We haven't really seen the hairstyle or anything for that. Probably would be ghost hair, so maybe not the best there for a normal character, but yeah, I'll have to see once all the items and stuff get posted for this. If you guys haven't seen, there were new drops added to pirates this week in game. It's just 2 different weapons. I didn't make a short or anything about it, but yeah, you can see them right here. It was that and a plunger. So if you want that, check it out. I'll leave this linked in the description. And sadly, that is all the news we have for this week for AQ. There wasn't a lot, and I'm doing this a day early because I have things I need to be doing around the time I normally record on a Thursday. So yeah, 1 day early news this week. It'll be back Thursday next week, hopefully. So thank you for tuning in. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Let me know what you think of the new Unity fee thing. This is awful. I think I don't know if this will be reversed. It's getting a lot of backlash. Hopefully it continues to get some, because this is just even if it's cheaper to do per install, like if it isn't like better than a rev share, it still seems like such a scummy business model with how it could be abused. It just doesn't seem like, even if it's a better deal for the developer, it still doesn't seem good. I don't get a good feeling from it at all. So yeah, let me know what you think of it down below, and I'll see you next one. Peace. Huge thanks to the channel members. If you'd like to become a channel member, check the button down below the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one.